Hey guys, welcome back to Winning Bet Picks. My name is June. I'm here alongside Luca, and we got another free pick for you today, December 22nd, 2020. It's the start of the new NBA season as the Brooklyn Nets are set to host the Golden State Warriors tonight. And what a game this is supposed to be. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry finally meeting up again in this much anticipated matchup. It is the opening match of this season. So we're going to speak just about it in a few seconds. Before we get started, Luca, a few words on last night. Just incredible what we witnessed. We had the Steelers in the teaser. They were minus 8.5. And we also had the over 34.5. The over came in, no problem. But what we witnessed from the Steelers last night is just incredible. These guys coming into this game minus 14.5 point favorites and losing the game. I think Bengals were going at 8 times, which is unbelievable. I think the Steelers team definitely has a lot of issues to fix before the playoffs, and they need to get that sorted out as soon as possible. But before we get started in today's game, guys, please leave a like on the video and show your support for our channel. We absolutely appreciate each and every one of you that watches our video. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for daily sports betting videos. We cover not only football, soccer, tonight basketball, but we'll also be covering other sports in the near future. So stay tuned for that. Um, so, Luca, let's get right into it. Opening night, opening game of the season between these two teams. Obviously, on paper, the Nets look like the more equipped team. You got guys like Kyrie Irving, and you got guys like Kevin Durant, which are the leaders of this team. And the Brooklyn Nets are expected to do big things. Steve Nash coming into this team, his first season as coach, so big expectations from him. I'm actually interested to see how he copes with these sort of players and what sort of season he plans out for them. But they're facing this Warriors team that, unfortunately, for them, it was a nightmare of a season last year. One of the worst teams in the league, if not the worst. And one of the main reasons was for Thompson being out, and he's going to pretty much be out for a big time as well this season. So lots is at stake here. But how do you see these opening night matches usually, Luca? Are you expecting this to be a very open game? You maybe see some rustiness on either side, or something that we shouldn't be surprised of to see this one.
I think we could see some rusty players on the court tonight. The big storyline, of course, coming into this one, KD playing against his old teammates. He's going to want to get one over on them. Last year, Golden State finished last in the conference. Not a great year for them, and Brooklyn, a kind of a mediocre year as well. Snuck into the playoffs, didn't do too well. So both teams are going to want to improve this year, and both teams are relatively healthier in the long term apart from Klay Thompson season-ending Achilles injury. That's just devastating. Seeing that he's going to miss a second consecutive years is going to hurt this team. For this one, they will also be without Draymond Green, so that's a couple of holes in the lineup. But they do have second overall pick James Wiseman, the big man, slotting in for Draymond Green. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly he adapts to the NBA game, and his defensive maturity is already there, but he's definitely going to need some time to round out his game. Golden State also bringing in Kelly Oubre in the offseason, so they rounded out the team nicely. Obviously expecting big shoes to fill with Klay Thompson out this year. This is the first time, fans get to see the significant changes of this Brooklyn Nets lineup that they implemented 2 years ago. The first time, a healthy Durant will be playing with Irving. So it's really fans of this franchise should be excited at this very moment. Of course, as you mentioned, also with a new coach, Steve Nash. He has the experience as a leader when he played, and he'll look to bring that as a coach. Also, a really high basketball IQ. So the big thing for me is going to be how he deals with the big personalities on the team and the superstars. How he manages that could really lead to a lot of success for this Nets team.
Yeah, some excellent points there, Luca. And I think the Nets are going to have a great season. Like they have the personnel to do so. What I'm worried about is how the Warriors are really going to be able to cope again this year. Like you said, there's a lot of new players coming in, players that need to fill big shoes in this team. And I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to do so. This is a team that I think personally has improved from last season, if you ask me. But how much of an improvement and how fast are we going to see that improvement is really the main question here. In terms of the pick and prediction in the opening match of the season, guys, we got to be careful here. I personally don't like betting opening nights, and when I do so, I go small, nothing too big. First of all, there's a few things you got to be mindful of. Um, there's not much statistics to work with. There's not much data to really look into and make that sort of decision to see if a team has an edge over another. Of course, the Nets are minus 7.5 point favorites in this one. As they should, they are the favorites in this game. And then when you look at the total at the moment, depending on the book, you're kind of looking at either 229.5 or 230.5, depending on the book that you're looking at and also the time that you're watching this video. Personally, we are on the under, guys, in this one. We got it at under 229.5. Since then, the line has moved to 230.5, but I wouldn't be surprised to see if by game time, the line shifts back to that line of 229.5. I just don't see too much scoring, particularly on the Warriors side. You know, Once again, of course, they have Steph Curry, a guy that is known for his scoring ways, but besides him, what kind of player can we possibly see having a big night here in this one? It's going to be tough to see. At the same time, we need to see how both these defenses, shape up in this game. How are they going to be holding each other's offenses? And I think that's going to be a major, decision maker at the end of the day. And taking a look at some of these team highlights, personally, Luca, I looked at the Nets highlights in past few games, especially against the Celtics. There, let's be mindful. These guys haven't had many preparations at all. I think they played 2 or 3 preseason games over the course of the last 7 to 10 days. And this is a team I think the Nets have improved dramatically on defense. Of course, it is to see once again how they shape up against this Warriors side, but I think the total is just too high here. What do you think here, Luca?
I would have to agree with you. We could expect these teams to uh, try to play at least on opening night some defensive basketball, just because they're going to be feeling each other out, and neither of them is going to want to drop the opening game here. So, and as you said, with new players in the lineup, it may take some time to gel and find that chemistry. So we may not get the explosive offenses right off the bat here.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to go with the under 229.5. If you guys could get it at 230.5, even better. Let us know what you guys think about this pick in the comments section. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with all our videos. And without further ado, guys, good luck on your bets tonight. We wish you a very great day.